Yeah, I've been working on loads. I've got a new single out with a band called Ward Thomas, country band. Just written a musical called Eugenius, which had its debut at the Palladium on the 29th of June. Just doing I've got a classical album that I'm doing, literally doing so much. I haven't had a chance to breathe. So I'm going to enjoy this wine and relax for the evening.
Just on the subject of Eugenius, obviously you've got some wonderful people involved in that. Warwick Davis. Can you talk a little bit, for people who aren't familiar with the project, what it's generally about and when we're going to get to see potentially the whole musical performed?
Sure. Well, Warwick Davis stars in Eugenius, and it's an 80s inspired musical about a kid that writes comic books called Eugene. It went down so amazing. I mean, the response was completely overwhelming. I think we felt like it was good, but we didn't realise that it was going to get that kind of reaction. So at the moment, we're just working out which theatre we want to go and build all the set and the costumes and just make sure everything's smooth before we bring it back into the West End for a full run. So hopefully next year. But these things take a long time.
You made the initial announcements about Eugenius at the MCM London Comic Con. Was that fun to you to be a part of that, and what was that experience like?
Yeah, I mean, we announced Eugenius was going to be on the Palladium at Comic Con, which I mean, it was I've never been to Comic Con before. It was a really surreal experience, just seeing so many people dressed up as their favourite characters. Some of my favourite, film stars were there doing signings and stuff, and went on stage and chatted about, how the recording with Warwick and Brian Blessed, and it was a bit of a surreal experience, but I loved it.
Fans have seen Warwick do lots of different things, but they've never seen him rap before.
Yeah, well, that's true. This is Warwick Davis's first rap performance, and I'd like to say he did it very well. He does a song called Evil, and I loved his performance. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. He's actually one of the producers of the show, so we talk daily on how we're going to develop it and how we're sort of going to get it to the end goal, but he's brilliant to have on board.
Final question, if fans want to find out more about Eugenius and follow that journey, where can they go for information?
Well, the website is www.eugeniusthemusical.com, and that's pretty much got all the info. It's got some songs on there and some of the reviews, and that's really where you got to go to check it out.